Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Steve here. Right, this morning, decking over there you can see, gonna finish that probably tomorrow. My plan for today is, see this roof? So you'll recognise this from a video a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So I built all this up. It's from Dunster Homes. So built that, and now I'm going to put the shingles on it. Actually, full honesty, never had to do this before, because usually when I do roofs, it's the rubber EDPM. So, but it seems quite straightforward, he says. I mean, instructions are very basic. So I think this stuff, looking at this, we kind of just get the square one, so just tack to the left, right, and then one above each notch, and then just overlap it through the center, and away you go. That'll keep it tacky as it kind of melts. I'll just stick the next one to that one. Done. How easy could that be? So that is my plan as well. So I'm going to crack on with that. So this thing is actually going, come back here, you can see it's quite large, it's very good. So that is going to be going in this section here, because as you can tell, it's bloody sunny in this garden. I think it's pretty much south facing. So that's going to live across this way. And it's going to be easy to put the shingles on where it is, because if we lift it up and put it there, trying to get that back edge coming down, it'd be a right bugger. So I'm going to do it where it is, get up and on. Got the trims which are in the garage ready to go as well. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm going to see if I can get on with this and see how far I can get, and then if I do get any time, I will then crack on with pushing the decking out, finishing this edge at the front, as you can see here, all the way through, tiny bit at the back, and like I say, just drag that out by an extra 1.5 meters, whatever materials we've got left to do. That's the plan. It's a good plan. And then back tomorrow to finish off whatever bits need finishing. So that's it. I'm going to crack on. Let's see how well this goes. Righto. I've watched a video on YouTube. Apparently they're quite good. They're quite popular, this YouTube-y thing. I'm not too sure what it's really about, but I went on and watched a little video by Dunster on how to actually fit the shingle. So I shall run through it with you as well, because I can show you it kind of happening in real time as opposed to the tiny little mock-up that they showed. So basically, you get what is equivalently basically a very thin tarp as your underlay. Put it on, pull it taut where you want it, even overhang all the way around, or this is going to get trimmed, so that's not completely essential. Tacker, get your first line, get your first edge, job a couple of those in it. Professional, don't even have to look. Quite like that. So I'm going to do that all the way around for the 4 edges, and then once I've done that, on to the next stage. So once you kind of got it on the top, as you come around the corners, obviously we've got a flat piece of tarp going over something that's got like 3 sides with slopes. So what you'll have to do on 2 of the edges is just, I'll bring it this way, Mike, looks like, just overlap it to get rid of the crease that's kind of in it, the wibbly wobbly bits. Take that down like that, done and dusted. So now what I'll go around and do is get this off the roof, trim this about 10 centimeters from the edge, and then what happens is you take one of these, and what we're doing with it is you put this one up the wrong way. Yes, I know, it sounds odd, but basically this one, obviously the shingles would normally be facing the other direction. The first one going on goes on in this shape. It goes overhangs by 40 mil. So once my steps are out of the way, I'll put it 40 mil overhang. That then gets tacked down using some, roofing tacks around the corner, so that will come as part of the kit. Do that all the way around the perimeter and glue it as well, like a couple of stabs of glue. And then the first one then goes on top of that the other way around. But I'll show you that in a minute. Right, so the bottom layer is now on all the way around. Like I say, it's been put on upside down as per the manufacturer instructions. That'll make sense in a second. So what we're doing now is we then cut one of them in half, because you kind of want to offset them. So as you can see, the corners I just cut straight down, job done. This one will now come and be the first on this run, which will come to the end here. Level it up perfectly with that one. Happy days. Like this. Tack that one on, and then on to the next one. What I'll also do is, got no more nails here, so literally around about sort of here-ish, I'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4 blobs, so basically 2 on each part of the joint. So not only is it tacked, but it'll be glued, and also you'll see here, this stuff. So once these are on top of each other, like this one, where it's joining there, the sun will heat it, and eventually over time that will then glue that joint down as well, so it won't all kind of blow up and become loosey-goosey. So that is what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to run around again the bottom, boom, put these all on. And what this has essentially done is, because if we put this on this way round, through this gap, through the joint, you'd see this stuff. And you'd also have water coming underneath it. So now by doing this one this way, you've got a nice bit of protection. This one comes over the top, and then you can see water's only going to go in there, run down and off. So that is it. So now it's time to run around that bottom edge, doubling it all up, trim the edges on the corners the same as, and then just start working my way up. But I'll show you that as well, because there's a little trick to that which will come up in a second. Climbing ladders, beautiful. You know, it wasn't warm enough, so I thought if I get a bit higher, I'd be closer to the sun. Right, so here you can see first layer is now done and dusted. I've now just started the second layer. It's very nice. One thing I forgot to mention is, so like I said, this stuff gets tacky with the heat. But actually on the back of each of these, you'll see there's a little peelable cheese. So take that off, and then that will help it glue and adhere to that. The other handy little thing is, so that you make sure that you get the same overlap between there and there, if you look here on this one, if I separate it off, there's a little cut. Can you see that? So what that does is, if I flop this down in like that, what I'll do is bend that little bit in. That then allows it to sit on the top of the one underneath it. And I know, do it on both sides, it's positioned perfectly every single time. So it's just rinse and repeat. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to run along, get this flank up now, get all the edges cut, get the big side done first, because, you know, do the worst first. I'll jump on the other side and do the other long side, and then I'm working towards the smaller side and the smaller side, which I like. Then I will show you how we do the cappings that go across the top over the joints on the corners and at the top. And in this one, we've got some trims that go on the roof as well. So just really well protected, this one. So yeah, but I'll get back to you once I've done this bit. Okay, wish me luck. And there we go. It's done. It took a bit longer than I thought, so this hasn't sort of moved on any further. But I think you'll agree, that looks quite nice now, doesn't it? So that is all 4 sides done. Looking very nice. So all I've got now to do is, basically there's some wooden finishes. I'll go across all the 4 corners and then one across the top, and then that'll get sealed with some foam, weatherproof foam, not just foam really, which will then, and then the wood will get like nail gunned, boom, straight through. So the pressure on the wood on top of the foam will create the seal, which means no water will get in there. So yeah, I'm very happy. Hot, very, very hot today again. Do I look flushed? Yeah, a little bit. But that is it. So I am out off. So tomorrow morning we've got a gang of people turn up, I think. So we're going to shift this thing over there, and I'll clear this bit of space on the lawn in, and then I will crack on and get this bit of decking done and dusted and finished. And then that'll be this job done. So brilliant. So if you like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, all these wonderful things. And I'm off to drink about 6 litres of water right now, and possibly 16 ice creams and a cold beer or 2 tonight. Either way, I'm going to cool down. See you later, guys.